In this video, I'm going to share with you something that absolutely blew my mind away. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I'm not trying to say something really ooh, wow, and that's why you need to check this video. It is something very profound, very powerful. It is something that is totally unbelievable, at least for me, and I want to share it with you. Um, I don't know how else to put it, but if you are a person who likes to listen to deep content, I think this is the video you must watch. So let's start. When I was in the gym, I was doing, just doing exercise just to maintain myself. And today was one of those days where I was not actually in a mood, but I decided to go anyway to do just something. So I was doing abs, abdominals, and a lower back because it has been giving me a little bit of problem, especially when I get up in the morning. So now it's becoming a little strong. I don't do like hardcore six-pack abs, just the movement. Okay. So the body, takes care of that area. So as I was doing that, I tried listening to a podcast. I was not very much in a mood. So then I decided to call this guy. He is a member of my WhatsApp group. He's someone whom I respect and value. Let's call him Dave. His name is Dave. Okay, I'll not give you his full name. So Dave is a really nice guy. Okay, he's from India. He works with a multinational company. What I like about him is he's very genuine, is logical in his thinking, has a business-minded, outlook, and he's a no-nonsense, no bullshit guy. Like he gives me a lot of respect when he speaks to me. He calls me sir, and because he feels there's a lot of value that he gets from my content, and whenever he speaks to me, I always give him the feedback which is genuine, and he's always been a kind of a good guide where good deals are concerned. So, he's not an extraordinary individual. He's a normal person, but his values are in place. Okay. So I call him to ask him about the market. He has a good intuitive sense about the business market at large. So I called him up and, sometimes when you're doing light exercise, it's okay to talk to someone. And in the gym, I'm always alone. So I had my Apple AirPods and I was speaking to him. And as I was bouncing across ideas about my personal brand, my new rebranding strategy and all that, suddenly out of the blue, I just asked him a question with regards to me and my brand. What we discussed, I'll keep it confidential. But I told him, see, listen, I don't want you to be polite. I don't want you to be flattering. I want you to be blunt, brutal, and criticize. Okay, give it to me. I'm a grown-ass man. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to be encouraging. Just let me hear what I need to hear. It was a personal question. It was a professional question. It was related to business. And I'll tell you, he was very polite. And then he said, sir, I'll be honest and blunt with you. I said, yes, please. And he started to talk and he started to give me his opinion, his thoughts. Yeah, go. Started to give me his thoughts, his feelings. Okay. And as he was talking to me, he said something very powerful, which if I had heard from somebody else, I wouldn't have taken it very kindly. Okay. If someone else had told me what he told me, I would have maybe gone ballistic on that person. But because I trust this guy, because I value his opinion, because I value his judgment, I wanted him to let me hear it. Okay. I didn't know what he was going to say. I didn't have any idea. But after he said it, I'll tell you, there are these moments in your life, no, where you suddenly go like, just like, wow, there's that meme which, wow, you go like that. When he told me that, when he told me a very powerful statement, I just sat down, okay, and I just reflected on what he said. It was kind of a criticism. It was a kind of a thing that maybe I needed to hear. And like I told you, if anyone else would have told me that, I'd have given it to them on their face. But he told me that. And I sat down and I reflected and I was quiet. And he spoke for, I think, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, okay, nearly half an hour. And then obviously I had to go pick up my daughter because, she is going for these extra classes. So then after he finished talking, I told him, listen, I want you to know that I really appreciate what you have said. And I have to go pick up my daughter. So we will continue this conversation later on. He said, he was kind of apologetic. He said, sir, I hope you didn't mind. No. I told him I needed to hear this. Okay. And after the conversation was over, his words were ringing in my head. It takes a lot to make me think. I'll tell you this much. It takes a lot to really ring my bell, like they say, sometimes when you get hit or punched by something, they say, it rang my bell. I just woke up. So his words were ringing in my ear. And as I sat on my scooter and I drove, throughout the journey, I was thinking of what he said. And then I went and picked up my daughter. It was still ringing in my head. Then I went and did a little bit of grocery shopping. His words are still ringing. Even now, it has been, I would say, 5 hours, 6 hours since that conversation. And I'll tell you this, what he shared with me, what he spoke, I actually went to my, on my iMac, the Google Docs, and I wrote down what he told me. And after I wrote down, now I'm going to reflect on what he has said. I'm going to think about what he said. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Or what is the point I'm trying to tell you? Sometimes, or not sometimes, it is so important. It is so very important to have people who can really, make you think. They say in public speaking or in as a advanced level communicator, there's always the 4H. Okay, there is the head. You need to speak logically. Heart, and it has to touch your mind. Heart, it has to come from deep within. Human spirit. It has to, human spirit. It has to be like powerful. It has to have gravitas. And H, it has to have, H is also heavy duty. Sorry, it has been some time since I spoke about this. And the last H is humor. If you can say it in a way that is funny or memorable, if not humorous, it should be memorable. So head, heart, heavy duty, and, humor. So, you can even play head, heart, humor, and heavy duty, whatever. Anyway, forget the sequence. The point I'm trying to make here is you need those kind of people in your life. You really need those people in your life who can really ring a bell, yeah. And in order for you to have those kind of people, you need to surround yourself with the worthwhile, I don't know whether you call it worthwhile friends or gem of people. For me, I've always yearned to have mentors, to have people I could learn from, to have people who are better than me, because I never had a father figure. So anyone who was better than me was like a father figure. But as you become older, it becomes harder to get such people. And nowadays, it's pretty ironic that sometimes I might even get a person who may not have that experience, but they have, there's that chance, possibility they can say something that can really ring your bell. It is so important to have people who can help you get better. Yeah. It is so very important. For me, this conversation that I had with him, I can actually tell you that given the points that I've taken, if I focus on if I focus on the feedback he gave me, it can just help my brand, help my business, help my personality survive until the day I die. I know it sounds overly exaggerating, but I'm telling you how powerful what he shared with me is. So powerful. So I know you must be like, hey man, tell me, what is that? Life changing. It's different for me. It's different for you. Maybe if I say it out to you, you'll be like, that's it. But like, for example, find your true north. There is a saying, find your true north. That means find your purpose in life. Now, for you and me, find your true north. Oh yeah, find our purpose in life. But for maybe somebody else, it might actually say, I need to think on what you said. Okay. So even me, when I mentor students, or when I have moments where I consult my clients, I tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And sometimes clients tell me, Loy, my mother, father have said this, or my colleague said it, or my wife said it. I needed to hear from someone, and I think I needed to hear from you. Or some of them even say, Loy, they don't tell me that time. After maybe 2-3 days, they say, Loy, when you told me this, I really didn't like what you said. And I wanted to give you back on your face. But when I sat down and reflected on what you said, I realized you're right. So it is those moments. So what am I trying to tell you through this video? What is the message? The message is simply this. You must surround yourself, or have that one person or that relationship or whomsoever, whose presence creates value in your life. That person need not be your best friend, the person need not be your lover, may not be your mentor, whatever. But if you have a selection of worthwhile people whom you manage and maintain a relationship, just hi, how are you, bye. That word, that phrase, that sentence, or that conversation can be a game changer for you. For me, it has been, I don't know, maybe years since I had such a moment. What he told me was just a small sentence. That sentence hit me so hard. It really made me think. So I just want to leave you with this one message in this video, and that is, do you have those friends or those relatives or those human beings or whomsoever who can add value to your life? Not in terms of spending time with you every day. Like I told you, I've never met this guy. We just are online and we talk once a while. He's a member of my group. He's someone I respect. We've never hung out. I don't even, you'll find this odd, but I don't even know how he looks. But we have spoken. So he's not my best friend. I don't hang around with him. I don't know anything about his maybe personal family life, nothing. But I know he's a value-added resource. I know that he's a genuine person. I know that if I speak to him on certain subjects like business, branding, or purchasing stuff, I know he's very trustworthy, and I know he uses common sense. See, remember, just having a good heart is not enough. You need to be careful who you take advice from. So he is someone whom I genuinely respect. So what I want you to do is search for such individuals. And instead of hanging around with a buddy and watching movies and killing time and all that, instead of having 100 people like this, have this one who can sometimes make you think and reflect on life. Because sometimes all it takes is one word, one phrase, one sentence to make all the difference. So I hope this video added value. I know it's a little vague, but I had to share this incident with you. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I can assure you one thing, that the next couple of days, I'll be spending a lot of time reflecting on the sentence that he gave me, because seriously, I needed to hear it. Good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. It's me signing off. Take care.